Put me in the game. Yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Browns in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
To the air right away is Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ryan. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw is Ryan. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now a first down carry for Harris. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 69 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Now Ryan on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Harris running straight ahead. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw Mariota. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Mariota now. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Disarm.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside, and I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mariota. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota. Open man here is Conklin.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do?
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin from 40 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. But September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. To throw is Mariota. He finds McKinnon, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. A dump down to McKinnon.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he's in. Touchdown. To the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 36, Ryan
going right back to Wilson.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Rondale Moore
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So that drives 7 plays in length.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now Mariota on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now it's Ryan. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The zone.
Mariota.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Mariota. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Throwing is Mariota. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And Johnson's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Ryan on 1st down. Wilson's got it complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now here's another carry for Harris to about the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action now. Ryan finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cedric Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got them down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota.
Zone.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To try again after the sack. Mariota under pressure. They got him again. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
The Browns set to take over. where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On second and 10, Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. This is caught. It's Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is third and 10. Mariota now. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down, Mariota. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Touchdown! Woods. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than...
We spent your whole life trying to blow up.